Ivy.
Yes.
What plan do you have for your organization, like in the next 1 year?
In the next 1 year, my goal is to make sure that we can be able to talk about periods like the way I can talk about your beautiful hairstyle. That is my goal, to just make sure that we can talk freely about periods. I can sit down at a table and just say, hey, my cramps today, and you're like, so you get cramps, like just as a normal conversation. And our hashtag is usikue mshai. It's periods, usikue mshai.
It's a normal thing.
It is a normal thing, very biological, very normal, and it happens to girls, it happens to women, it happens to even transgender people. That's why we call them menstruators and not just girls and women. So my goal in the next 1 year is to just make sure that we can talk freely about periods, and of course reach as many girls and boys as I can be able to. Yes, the toilets and bathrooms in some communities you pay. I have been to some parts of Kuira whereby now that the spaces are small and they cannot be able to construct toilets or bathroom inside those plots. So now they have like one that is somewhere, and you have to pay every time you access them. Toilet is 10 shillings, the bathroom is I think 20 or 30 shillings. So can you imagine, for a family that is living maybe under $1 a day, this packet of pads goes for 50 bob, and then now for this girl to have a shower, because it is very important to shower when you're on your periods, and even on any other day, they need like 20 or 30 shillings more to go to the bathroom. And we're talking about
10 shillings to use the bathroom.
Yes.
To use the washroom, sorry.
Yes. And there is now the policy they are sitting down to make. Why don't you just come to the community and build toilets? Put water tanks. Make sure that every community can be able to access a toilet and clean water. We just need that, because if Yasmin and I can be able to go to the communities and give them pads, then just put water and toilets there. Let us do the pad thing. And then even when we are talking about period poverty levels, now we are at 65%. If that number goes to 40, they won't say Ivy and Yasmin did. They won't say in Kenya the period poverty levels have reduced. They are going to take us as a country, and we love this country. That's why we work for it. So why is the government not working with us? Today I read something. Magoha said that the sanitary pads money is like 420 million, and then now they reduce it to 230 million. And my question is, where is this money? Where? Hata hiyo yenye iko, hata kama ni 1 million, hata kama budget ni 1 million, where is this money? I have never seen pads in my school. I went to a public school for 8 good years. The only people who came to donate to us were Huru pads. I have never seen those government pads. Where are they? That is my question to the government. Where are these pads? Hata hiyo pads, simtengeneze tu choo na mtuwekea maji. We are going to get these reusable pads and give them to our girls. Just do your bit and let us do our bit. But afadhali waache kukula. Imagine mtu ana dishi do ya pads.
Imagine I also wanted to talk about the now budget allocation. You see, I even read that article from around 400 and something
to
200
by half.
So does it mean the journey towards period poverty is there's an impact,
or it's not important?
Or it's not important.
It's really not a priority.
It's not a priority, because why? It's the women who go through periods.
Oh my God. Come August 9th, we need to elect responsible leaders. We need to elect leaders who will go and share our grievances, leaders who will go and share, or rather leaders who are responsible, and not leaders who will rule us. Like not leaders who will sit and say they don't need sanitary towel. Low I pay 50 bob at a gisort, 100 to. No, we don't need such kind of leaders. Come August, let us make wise decisions with the leaders whom we are voting. Let us vote leaders who have interest. Their interest at heart is with the people of let's say in Kibra. If you are voting your area MP, vote an MP who has interest, or rather Kibra interest at heart. If you are voting your governor, vote a governor who has an interest of your county at heart. We have the National Government Affirmative Action Fund. It was mandated to distribute this menstrual product in school. But now you see my colleague is saying ever since she was in school,
she's never seen nothing. And
it's a big public school.
Even during the COVID pandemic, they had allocated budget during for 2020, 2021 from 2019. But now, since those girls were not in school, where is it now? you are reducing the budget, and yet you did nothing.
Considering that was the time a lot of girls got pregnant.
Yeah.
So many teenage pregnancies came up during that
It's very
that,
unfortunate.
COVID period.
It's very unfortunate.
Very, very unfortunate. Ivy,
Yes.
Do you ever go back to these communities?
Most of the time, no, because it's a bit hard to just go back there. And now, because we give them reusable pads and empower them how to make their own, I think we sustain them enough to be able to do it, to continue on their own. But again, one of our superpowers is partnerships. If you're going to Kuira, we are going to partner with an organization on the ground. So even after we are gone, they can be able to continue. Yes, they can be able to continue with the mentorship, with the pad distribution, with the teaching, with the skills. So everywhere we have gone in Kenya, every single community, we have an organization on the ground that focuses on that particular community. So that is now what we do. Maybe yes, we might be able to go back if we had if we were able to have enough resources. Then we can always go back, because this conversation never comes to an end. I am going to be having my periods until I get to menopause. More girls are getting born today, tomorrow. So this is a topic that is always going to be there. So going back is a bit tricky, but now our plan is normally the reusable pads and the communities on the ground. That is
the
now
information.
Yes, and the information. So when we give it to them and then leave it to the communities on the ground, they continue on our behalf and we continue to sustain.
Ivy, you had something to say?
Yes, concerning the infections. So for us, if someone comes forward and says that they're having an infection or something, we normally refer them to St. Stephanie's Clinic by Dr. Victor Wanjohi. They are in a partnership with us. So as part of their CSR, they treat our girls for free. They check them for infections, if they need screening, any kind of gynecologist assistant that they need, they normally offer it. So also under the Lions International, every time we are conducting a free medical camp, there is usually a gynecologist. So anytime you hear there is a free medical camp, like the one we had the other day at Umoja with the Lions Club of Nairobi Central, there was a gynecologist present. So it is very important and very beautiful, because these are people who are looking at it and they're like, yeah, the girls need a gynecologist, and actually make sure that there is one present. So in case someone has those kind of infections, they can always reach out to us. We can get St. Stephanie's Clinic so that they can be able to assist them. And now that it is even in Kibera, we can maybe even organize something and come there and talk to your girls and see what we can do about it.
This is nice. This is nice. This is a good platform.
Thank you.
Ivy, what's that one thing?
For me, it's I am glad I missed that lunch. I am glad one meal made a difference for me. I am glad I was not scared to just stand in front of everyone and tell them, you know what? I love periods and this is what I want to do. I am glad I woke up and against all odds carried periods with me, pads with me. And even sometimes I'm going on a matatu and I'm carrying my pads. Unajua mi sifichi, nabeba tu hivyo. Someone's like, unatembea na pads? And I'm like, yes. Because this is something that I love. And it's not just anything for me. It's a passion. It's a purpose. And I love periods and I want to talk about periods every day. And I think one of the most beautiful things, we have been existent from 2019. So we are about 3 to 4 years now. And we have talked and seen more than thousands and thousands of girls and boys. But every time when even one of my friends comes to me and says, hi, Ivy, Aki, I don't know what is happening to my periods. I'm like, yes, that's it. My friend can just come to my DM and tell me about her periods. That is it. That is the one thing that I want to wake up every day and do, just talk about periods, and I love doing it. And I hope that more people are going to join us. Let us keep girls in schools. Let us talk about periods. Periods are beautiful, and yeah, that's it.
Ivy?
Yes, so in case you want to reach out to us, you can get us on any social media platform, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok at Keeping a Girl in School. Tuona logo ya kasichana kama inua pad hivi, looking very nice. That is where you can get us. If you want to support us with any kind of donation, our hashtag ni chwani ya pads. I am sure most people can be able to get 50 bob to buy just one girl, one pad. You can make that your aim. For like a week, you decide, okay, this month I'm just going to give one girl, one pad. So we have a till number 521 62 61.
Please say it again.
521 62 61. That is our till number, 521 6261.
521-6261.
Yes, that is our till number. Buy one girl, one pad. Hashtag Chwania pads. And also, now that we are a few days to Menstrual Hygiene Month, I am very excited about this month. We are going to be creating a lot of awareness in terms of social media in the communities. So our hashtag is usikue mshai, and our goal is to make sure madem wananyesha bila was. So ni hashtag usikue mshai, hashtag kunyesha bila was, na hashtag Chwania pads. All those these hashtags have
hashtag we are committed.
Yes. Yes. So that is now what we are going to be doing this May, ensuring that we are creating as much awareness as we can. There is the for International Women's Day, we are doing this for break the bias.
Yes.
So this time we are having a red dot here to just end the period stigma. That is the one of the main themes for this year's Menstrual Hygiene Month, to end period stigma. So join us on any of our social media platforms. If you want to help us create awareness, if you want to just take a photo or do a TikTok video talking about periods, assistance can be in any kind of way. You can donate pads, you can help us share information. Any level of assistance is very much welcome. Slide into those DMs on any of our social media platforms. You're going to get a reply, and we are going to be glad to have anyone who wants to support us.
Wow. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. Thank you for mesmerized. I'm overwhelmed by all this information. You guys are doing such an amazing job. Personally, I'd like to join, so I will nitawaona kando.
Tafadhali.
I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been amazing. We've come to the end of the conversation. I hope you've learned something from these amazing ladies. And once again, I urge everyone, if you really can, 50 bob, like she said, is not a lot. Donate one pad to Yasmin, donate one pad to Ivy. If I do it, you do it. 100 of us do it. I mean, how many children will be kept in school? How many children will we have saved from period poverty? Think about it, and even as we try to sensitize each and every one of us on menstrual hygiene, we've come to the end of the conversation. Thank you so much for joining us. See you after the short break.